beautiful day with seeking the blessings from the Lord above. I'll request my dignitaries to please do the honor of lamp lighting first. Also requesting all of you if we all can stand for the moment. Thank you so much, everyone. As we do it in Odisha, let's say this together. Jai Jagannath. Thank you so much. In future, give them a big round of applause. And with that note, I'll request our guest of honor, Shri Suddhi Ranjan Mishra ji, Head Corporate Affairs, Paradeep Phosphate Limited, Bhubaneswar, to please speak to the gathering.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Divyanshu, for inviting me to in this very precious audience and allow me sharing the dais with Mr. Mrityunjay Mahapatra, one of the greatest son of the soil, the pride of Odisha. It's a really nice meeting you today in the morning, overall discussion and everything. And as we saw the stalls and the participants were explaining the beautiful thing that is happening, root level things, and that are being accumulating the central effect overall India, what is happening in the sector of agriculture, horticulture, fishery and everything. It's a nice study in the morning of a weekend and we have come over and discussing with you. So whenever I really welcome from the family of Paradeep Phosphates Limited. So whenever it coming about the agriculture scenario of the state, I always feel that CRRI, the central, whenever Rice Research Institute, whatever we are reading in schools, it's the Asia's biggest research institute that time. So it's still continuing, and that is the research foundation if it's CRRI. If OEOT is the education foundation for the state for the agriculture point of view, then I always feel that from industry point of view regarding agriculture, Paradeep Phosphate Limited is the guardian of the state. We are there with the farmers since 40 years. We have the plant at Paradeep, and on that offices and our field officer everywhere distributed entirely dispersed and distributed throughout the country and helping the farmers, you can say 24/7 in terms of our product, fertilizers, and also with the techniques what is happening. And with the farmers we are growing, and with us the farmers are also growing in terms of techniques, in terms of new fertilizer, new products, in terms of pesticides that are coming to them, and we are exploiting them day and night. And for that purpose also, we have our social responsibility in hand-holding the farmers. So we have our plant at Paradeep, as I told, and we have an office at Bhubaneswar, the corporate office where the central marketing team sits. And we have our central soil test lab. We have a MSTLs. We have, like Government of India, Odisha has given us 30 mobile soil testing vans, which is operating throughout the 30 districts. But anytime you can call the MSTL, they will go to your people and have their soil test and everything done and certificate given at the doorstep. And beside that, we have a farmer training school at Baramunda in Bhubaneswar, where we are regularly, we have the training mandates from not only from Odisha, throughout the country, from Chhattisgarh, from Jharkhand, from Maharashtra, everywhere farmers are coming and they are getting trained over there from the panelists from CRRA, from the OEOT, and everywhere it's coming, and the latest techniques and they can do at their doorstep, at their villages, everything, they are coming and they are getting been trained over there. So overall, farmer, I mean to say that it's not only about product we are promoting, it's about the entire inclusive backbone of the central farming system of the nation, you can say. Paradeep Phosphate Limited has a great say in that. And regularly, whatever the soil test certificate, soil test samples and the training mandates we are giving, that has been slowly day to day, every day you can say, building up the knowledge level, the source level and the resource level of the common farmer, not only in Odisha, but in the entire country also. So that way, I always feel proud that no, we are not at the level, we are selling only our fertilizer things, but we are hand-holding them day-to-day basis. Like that, from our CSR point of view, every time in the villages and all that, we have our in the Jagatsinghpur district, Khordha district, even Puri, everywhere. We have that farmer, we are community-based, helping them in the availing agricultural loans, availing the new technique. Recently, only in the Jai Kisan Day, you can say that our Charan Chaudhary Charan Singh's birthday, that the Kisan Divas, we have given 3 drones to the 3 SAGs in Odisha. That way, in their the nano DAP or the nano urea, that technology is coming, so they can distribute the pesticides or the real fertilizers in their land through drones. So that technology or the latest whatever is PM office or the central system is promoting, that we are also bringing them to their doorstep. So in that way, we are slowly attaching to the entire level what you are researching over here to the farmers development, that we are doing also in point of the industry point of view. So I'll not take much time. Thank you very much for attending the session in the morning and the Saturday morning. Thank you very much for coming over here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for quickly taking us through the journey of PPL and always being there for the farmers and for the community of agriculturals. I'll give him a big round of applause, and now we move ahead. Can we hear the applause, please? Thank you so much. Well, now we proceed with our chief guest of the day, Dr. Mrutyunjay Mahapatra ji, DGM, Indian Meteorological Department, Government of India. So please guide us and please speak to the gathering.
Namaskar. Dear Sri Sudhiranjan Mishra, DGM Corporate Affairs, Paradeep Hospital Limited, guest of honor of the day, Engineer Divyangshu Prasad Das, Program Director, Agri Vision, Professor Vaishnav Charan Tripathi, former Vice Chancellor, Ravenshaw University, Dr. S.S. Das, Botanical Survey of India, Dr. Arup Mukherjee, Scientist, NRRI, Cuttack, Dr. B.K. Sahu, former Vice Chancellor, SOA University, distinguished professors, delegates, students, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I congratulate Agri Vision and SARM for organizing this excellent program for consecutively for 6th year. The objective of this program, as you can find out, has been to bring out awareness among the public, to connect the public with the various resources in terms of the institutes, organizations, the professionals, and the entrepreneurs. As I have been associated for quite some time, I have seen the growth of this organization, the contribution of SARM, and especially the contribution of Engineer Divyangshu Prasad Das. Wherever and whenever you find any success story, you will find certainly there will be an organizations, but there will be one person or two sometimes steering this organization to the pinnacle. So therefore, I congratulate and thank Mr. Divyangshu and his team for growing these organizations, bringing to this stage and helping the people to understand the role of agriculture, the role of technology in agriculture, and the relationship between technology and the success stories which has been witnessed today when you go through from stall to stall. So all of us know that India is an agrarian country. The majority of the population depend upon still agriculture, even though India is moving towards the industrial economy. At the same time, we also know that the irrigation facility in the country has not improved so much, and still more than 50% of the cultivated area is not irrigated, and hence it is rain fed. And the majority of rainfall comes during the monsoon season. And monsoon season rainfall, if you just look at it, is just random, erratic. It can vary from one place to another place. And also, the total quantum of rainfall distribution during the season itself varies, leading to sometimes dry spells and wet spells, or the floods and droughts. It also shows large-scale variation from year to year, leading to the annual droughts or annual floods. While the rainfall affects all strata of life, all types of activities including human health, agriculture, industry, etc. But being an agrarian economy, and being more than 50% people dependent upon the agriculture, so any kind of deviation from the normal pattern affects our economic health. So in this background, AgriVision plays a very important role to educate, aware, and utilize all the technological inputs for not only minimizing the input cost of the farmers and enabling them to utilize all types of technology so that their cost is minimized, but also to enable them to utilize all latest tools and technology for all types of agricultural operations, be it sowing, or be it crop seedling, or be it irrigation applications, or be it the pesticides or fertilizers. And finally, it helps to improve the yield. When the government of India has the program like doubling the farmer's income, you cannot proceed without all these components being safeguarded and strengthened at the individual farmer's level and also in the organizational level. So while I went through the exhibitions, I found that there are many innovative initiatives by the people across the country. There is a cohesive force, you can say, in this field, which has sustained our economy. We can all remember the COVID period for 3 years when the major economy in the globe failed, but India succeeded. That's mainly because it was an agrarian economy. Agriculture could survive, it could sustain our economy, and we did not fail. Our growth continued and was comparatively higher to many leading countries of the world. So as a meteorologist, I just want to say that the agriculture has been supported largely by the scientific community. We have done many things starting from 1932 when the first agro-meteorological advisory services started in the country. The organization was set off. In 1945, state level agro-meteorological advisory services started in the country with Maharashtra state. Then, as for the planning commission's requirement, the country was divided into different agro-climatic zones, 128, and afterwards it became 130 or 31. And the advice was provided for agro-climatic zones. Then came another era when we went to resolve the products to higher resolutions, and we came up with the district level in 2008. And since 2021, the products are being provided at the block level. So these products are being generated in a public-private partnership, where we have the Indian Council of Agricultural Research, India Meteorological Department, state and central agricultural universities, central agriculture department, and also the state agriculture department. Every Tuesday and Friday there is a meeting among all the stakeholders. And finally, the weather advisory given by the India Meteorological Department, supported by the crop advisory generated by all these KVKs, district agricultural meteorological unit, and universities like UAT. They support all this. And finally, it goes as a product in their own language. A farmer can understand in his or her own language. To further reach out to the farmer, we have got the mobile app, that Meghdoot, by which it reaches and people utilize these informations on day-to-day basis. There are also participation from various other groups, be it the fertilizer companies, or be it the NGOs like MS Swaminathan or Reliance Foundation. So it is a success story in the country where there is a public-private partnership, There is a partnership from the stakeholders, and there is a partnership among the academic institutes, and R&D institutes, and of course central and state agencies. I will say it is one of the most important innovation, and it is to grow. We have to handle the farmers. There are many studies, as we have seen in the field, and as we have seen in this exhibition also. The application of this information has enabled a farmer to gain in economy. We conducted an independent survey. If a farmer utilizes weather information along with the crop advisories being generated in the agrometeorological advisory services, a farmer who is a below poverty line farmer, a farmer who belongs to the rain-fed area without any irrigation facility, a farmer who has got marginal land holding less than 2 acres, he or she, if utilizing the informations, gains 12,500 rupees per year. So you may think that this is what this is actually. This is nothing but in this era, 12,500 is nothing. But yes, it is a big amount for a poor farmer who belongs to below poverty line, who does not have much land, who doesn't have the irrigation. With this 12,500 rupees, just imagine, he can purchase the dresses for the children, he can repair the house, he can dream for educating the children. So like many other initiatives. And when you consider the country's gain, so we made a rough calculation that if you consider all the below poverty line farmers with land holding of less than 2 acres, it comes out about 13,300 crores per year. So you can just imagine how much it is benefiting the society, the country, and the individual farmers. And that second I will tell you, we have reached only up to 3 crore farmers in the country, and there are 10 crore farmers in the country. So if we just took it as a revolution, if you just partner with each other, if you utilize all these technologies what AgriVision has enabled to understand today, then I am sure the economy of each and every farmer can be not only doubled but multiplied in the coming years. Not only it is helping in agricultural operations, but also the information being provided is helping to minimize the loss of lives and properties from the disasters. Perhaps you might be knowing that Odisha is such a state which experiences all types of disasters like cyclones, floods, droughts. Every year you will have the impact. Also you have got the heat waves, cold waves, fog, thunderstorms, and lightning. So while number of deaths has been reduced due to the cyclones or heat waves, but number of deaths is still rising, and every year almost 300 people die because of the lightning. And we made a study, who are dying? We found that these are the farmers. The maximum death in the country occurs to the farmers. And again, you will believe or not, the maximum death occurs in the month of July and August, because farmers are exposed in July and August. They are in the field, and also there is a monsoon. The frequency of lightning is more, so therefore death is more. Another study we found out that even though frequency of lightning is maximum in northeast India relative to eastern India like Odisha, death is more in eastern India like Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar, West Bengal. It is because that lightning occurs or thunderstorm occurs in northeast India at night or early morning where people are not exposed. Day before yesterday I was in a meeting, so someone pointed out to me that in USA the frequency of lightning is more but death is quite less. It is natural. It is a developed country. People do not work. People are not exposed. People are not working in the field, unlike our people in the country. Our people are poor. Our people are not equipped with all technologies. They have to be in the field for longer time and hence exposed. So therefore, people die. So what I want to say that we have to take care of the farmers also. The technology has come up. We need awareness. We need some kind of hand-holding in a campaign mode so that people can save their lives and properties due to lightning. I sometimes see that a fan is damaged because of the lightning. You just imagine. You may think that भाई fan में क्या है यार हमारा तो AC ठीक AC चला गया 30,000 50,000 रुपये और fan तो ठीक है यार. But for a farmer, a fan is very precious. he cannot purchase a fan again. So therefore, he needs some kind of awareness campaign so that he can safeguard his whatever property he has due to lightning or other phenomena. So I am talking about lightning specially because we found that farmers are worst affected nowadays because of lightning, because people are not dying because of the cyclones now. Farmers were worst affected because of cyclones, but now they are not dying. But loss of property is there for farmers. But still, they are able to minimize the losses because of the 5 days warning of the cyclones. They are cutting the harvest and making all arrangements, etc. So this is one of the worry. And then second point is that the fishery. The fishery community, if you just look at, they were the worst sufferers. But now, no fisherman is dying because of the cyclones. So that is the great success story. And someone wrote a book. They told the cyclone warning is one of the 75 most important innovation in the country after independence. It is published by Mr. Dinesh Sharma. So, so that is the country. It is a country's success story. But what I want to say that still the fishermen are the great contributors. If you look at the exports from India, the fishery sector is the most important sector in terms of export. Maximum export takes place from the country, from the fishery. So therefore, we should salute to those people, the farmers, the fisheries, fishermen. Those are really contributing to our economy. Those are really providing a sustainable economy, because of whom we are getting the foreign currency, because of whom we are fighting the poverty, and we are ensuring ourselves even if the time of COVID. So on this specific day, I salute all our farmers and fishermen because of their outstanding contribution to the Indian economy and also to the Indian people, ensuring food security in the time of the climate change. I'll just 1 or 2 points more. As I told, the climate change, yes, climate change is a threat. And all of us know that the climate change threat is more towards the poor people, towards the poor countries. And therefore, we have to do something more. Even if there is a projection, and whatever we've seen during past 100 years, that rainfall is not going to be affected, but rainfall distribution is going to be affected, and therefore, we have to be careful and we have to guide our farmers. For example, the total amount of rainfall remaining same, the onset date of monsoon has shifted for central India, starting from Odisha to Maharashtra and Gujarat. It has shifted by about 1 week or 10 days. So withdrawal has been delayed. So therefore, the seasonal pattern of the rainfall is changing, and accordingly, therefore, you can see, and the temperatures. The temperature in the winter is changing and is rapidly increasing, about 1 degree Celsius in winter, temperature rising if you go towards north. So therefore, there are certain impacts on the optimum temperature requirement for each and every agricultural system. So therefore, we have to go for massive campaign, explain to the farmers what type of adaptation is required, and there is the role for agricultural scientists and academicians, R&D institutes, and of course agrometeorologists. So the knowledge which has been gained over the years, that should percolate to each and every farmer, because nowadays the literacy level has also increased in the country. The farmers are also able to understand the various types of phenomena which is occurring in the country. So there is a good scope here now to work together and help the farmers, to help them in terms of increasing their knowledge base, to help them, to capacitate them, to intervene in the farming sector with the new technology, which is low cost technology, which can help to minimize their cost and increase the yield. At the same time, also we should make them aware about the various types of disasters, the impact of the climate change, what type of adaptation they should go, and what type of mitigation they can go for in the coming years. Yeah, I was very happy to know that various types of varieties are coming up which are resistant to the change of climate, and certainly it will help. But we have to think about next 50 years, and research should start now, keeping in mind what will happen, say in 2050 or 2075 or 2100, because research is a slow process. A development of a particular seed or development of a particular technology does not come in a day or two. It takes time. So therefore, the foundation should be built up, keeping in mind what will happen if there is a rise of temperature by 2 degrees Celsius, which is projected by the end of this century, that is 2100. At that time, what type of agriculture would be? Because all of us know there are projections based on this 2 degrees rise temperature. It is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected that the paddy, 2 degrees rise temperature, it is projected yield will decrease by 6 to 10% and 10 to 15% in the irrigated area. Similarly, the wheat, the major crop I am talking about. So we should think now what type of paddy or what type of wheat or what type of seeds we should adopt for, so that this projected decrease can be counted and we can go on increasing. That is possible. I will tell you, when we got a study 10 years back that climate change will have the adverse impact on the predictability of the weather, especially the rainfall. They predicted that because of the climate change, if you are predicting a heavy rainfall event 5 days ahead, now you will be able to predict 2.5 days ahead. That means predictability will be halved because of the impact of the climate change. So what we do then? We went for mitigation adaptations. We found that yes, this heavy rainfall increase is because of the mesoscale events, very small scale heavy rainfall events occurring because of the low pressure systems. So therefore, if you want to predict these with the same predictability of 5 days in advance, then you have to increase their detection. You have to increase the number of observational systems, radars and satellites. And accordingly, the data collected should be ingested in the numerical models. And numerical model resolution should increase, science should increase, physical concept should increase, and hence accuracy should be sustained. And that happened. In the last 10 years, if you just look at, the accuracy has increased by 50% in spite of the threat due to the climate change. So that I am sure. So this type of intervention of science leading to sustainability, not only sustainability but also enhancement of the capacity in all fields, be it agriculture or be it agriculture technology or be it the early warning, all should be aimed at, so that by 2050 or 2100, when we realize the actual climate change, our growth, our economy, our agriculture is not affected, and hence we can sustain our economy. So if you just look at the climate actions, the 13 ensures the climate actions, and that is meant for the sustainable development. That SDG 15 I am talking about, based on the HIGO framework aimed at 2030. So it says that first one is that to ensure life, second one is the livelihood. So all these things depends upon our actions. So on this occasion, I urge upon all the students, the practitioners, researchers, the professors to be a guiding force to our poor farmers and ensure the sustainable development, keeping an eye about the possible climate change in the future. I once again congratulate Dibyangshu and the entire team, SARM, for this continuous effort to help the country, to help our system development, and finally to help the farmers for their sustenance, their livelihood, their safety, and also growth of the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for always boosting our morale. Now we move ahead with the academic and business awards. The first few felicitations are for Dr. Sabut Sahu Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award. I'll request my dignitaries to please step ahead. So the first receiver of award for Dr. Sabut Sahu Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award is Dr. Sarat Kumar Pradhan, ADG, ICAR, New Delhi. He'll be receiving his award virtually, so can we please connect to him on screen? Dr. Sarat Kumar Pradhan, we will connect to him on screen virtually. Can we please connect to him with the Zoom call? Dr. Sarat Kumar Pradhan. Yes. Yes, Dr. Pradhan is over there. Dr. Pradhan, can you hear us?
Yeah. I can hear.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hello.
So, we are now felicitating you with the Dr. Sabut Sahu Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award. You are receiving this.
Yeah, thank you very much. I am able to listen. Go ahead.
Please accept it, sir. You are receiving it from Dr. Mrityunjay Mahapatra, DGM Indian Meteorological Department, Government of India, New Delhi, along with our guest of honor, Shri Sudhi Ranjan Mishra ji, Head Corporate Affair, Paradeep Phosphates Limited, Bhubaneswar, and our Agri Vision Program Director, Engineer Divyanshu Prasad Das. Congratulations, sir. I guess.
Hello.
Yes, sir. We can hear you. I guess his screen is freezed. Everybody, give him a big round of
Hello.
applause. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Yeah. Should I?
Okay. So, okay, the next one for the Dr. Sabut Sahu Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Dr. Bijay Kumar Sahu, former Dean IAS and Advisor SO University, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Sir is already here. Give him a big round of applause.
Tell. There is some problem here. Network issues.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. So next award is for Krusak Bandhu Award, which is being received by Shri Lalit Sahuji, a farmer. I guess he's not present, but we will definitely give a big round of applause for him. Okay. And the next felicitation are for some of our plenary session speakers. First one goes to Professor Johnson Ed Sodan from Ekiti State Polytechnic, Izan Ekiti, Nigeria. Sir, can we please have you on stage? For the next, I'll request Dr. Om Prakash Dhankar, Professor Biotech, University of Massachusetts, Amherst, USA, to please join us on stage. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Requesting Professor Jason C. White, Director, Connecticut Agricultural Experiment Station, to please join us on stage. next one is, last but not least, Dr. Sudhanshu Shekhar Das, scientist at Botanical Survey of India, Kolkata. There are plenty of felicitation in this category, but we are doing it every day, a couple of felicitation. Now I'll request our program director to felicitate our dignitaries. First, our chief guest, Dr. Mrityunjay Mahapatraji, DGM, Indian Meteorological Department. Thank you, sir, for giving us your time. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the Cyclone Man of India. And now to our guest of honor, Sri Sudhir Ranjan Mishra ji, Head Corporate Affairs, Paradeep Phosphates Limited. Thank you, sir, for always being there with us. And now, before we close the meeting and proceed with the plenary sessions again, I'll request our program director, Sri Engineer Divyanshu Prasad Das ji, to propose the vote of thanks.
Namaskar, Jai Jagannath. This second day of 6th International Conference on Agriculture for Sustainable Development, Agri Vision-2024, which has been hosted by Society for Agricultural Research and Management in collaboration with ICAR, National Rice Research Institute. I'd like to thank our host institute, NRRI, for being our collaborative partner in organizing this international conference. I'd like to thank Chief Guest for the day, Dr. Mrityunjay Mahapatraji sir, for sparing his most valuable time for us and blessing us with his presence. I'm really thankful to the guest of honor of our day, Sri Sudhir Ranjan Mishra, DGM Corporate Affairs, who joined us and graced the occasion of AgriVision. I'd like to thank all our revered speakers, renowned scientists who joined us from India and abroad and enlightened this august gathering. I'd like to extend my thanks to all our sponsors, our diamond sponsor, State Bank of India, silver sponsor, Tata Agrico, and not in order, IREDA, Coir Board, National Rice Research Institute, Botanical Survey of India, India Post, Fisheries Survey of India, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, NFDB, National Fisheries Development Board, Spices Board of India, NALCO, Annapurna Finance, Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology, CRIPCO, Central Institute of Fisheries Education, Central Warehousing Corporation, Centurion University, Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute, Central Tuber Crops Research Institute, Central Institute of Freshwater Aquaculture, Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, Odisha Hydropower Corporation, Odisha Language, Literature and Culture Department, Central Institute of Women in Agriculture, Coconut Development Board, National Medicinal Plant Board, OMFED, Directorate of Veterinary, Government of Odisha, Paradeep Phosphate Limited, Central Cattle Breeding Farm, CCBF, Sambalpur, Chiplema. I would like to thank all our participants, our students and researchers who joined universities from different corners of India. I'm thankful to all our supporting staff who are tirelessly working in making this event a grand success. I thank all the print and publicity media for widely publicizing this event. I'm thankful to all our crew members without whose support this program is not possible. I thank to all the founding members and the members of Society for Agriculture Research and Management for their guidance in organizing this conference. With this, I close my vote of thanks. Thank you so much. Jai Jai.